I see videos all the time that talk about warning of spiritual awakening. Well, I don't think any of them talk straight about it. So to offer a warning about spiritual awakening, it's your mind is going to want to analyze every aspect of your life from earlier stages on. So if you have something in your background, in your history that maybe you're happy to forget about, realize it might come forward and seem real, very real in your face right now. A lot of it can change you. If you imagine you've gotten past something that would have been a trauma, and now all of a sudden you've got to almost relive it like you're going through it now, and you don't get any say on the when it stops. That can torment you into a different personality. It can change a lot about who you are. And that's just from more the trauma aspect. There's other things as well. You might remember maybe some younger version of yourself that had more life, but now you might feel lesser because you don't match that. Or maybe all of a sudden you can remember how to match that or come close to matching that. But either way, you go through a lot of changes. But it still stems from the person you would have started out as to the person that you become today. And then it's a universal explanation for how you got from point A to point B, essentially is how it is. And then you've got to discover with all of that knowledge, who are you now? What does this mean for you right now? How does that change what you already know or thought you knew about yourself? Because maybe you know a lot less than you thought you did. It's an interesting situation, let me tell you. Very interesting. But yes, for some, you should definitely be warned. You start looking into manifesting. I hope you understand a whole lot more, because if you're looking to manifest, you're looking to embrace a lot of other levels of spirituality, and that could lead right to spiritual awakening. Manifestation isn't something you take lightly. I always looked at it as setting goals and planning and achieving and that sort of thing. So the way I saw it was more you're actually physically manifesting something into your life because you're doing the work to get it there. But if you start by changing your mindset into a particular direction, you certainly can manifest more, because it tends to be that when you put your mind in a very positive aspect, you're likely to have more positive interactions throughout that day or that week or that month or whatever we're dealing with. So it literally can happen. But it's the good old fashioned power of positivity, power of negativity. It's true either way, whichever way you want to look at it. So you can't always focus on the manifestation. It's bottom line. It still may lead to an actual jump, a step in growth that you need to achieve. You don't just pick something out of thin air and say that's what I want. You get it. It's not quite that easy. But it's yeah. There's a lot to consider in your spiritual awakening. I don't know if there was something more I wanted to say or not. It seems I'm not going to get to right now.